Hey you guys, today we're going to be breaking down Rage Form. This form change is not associated with a particular Keyblade, but is rather triggered when Sora is low on health. Rage Form is able to be used as soon as form changes are unlocked, which is also when you unlock second form. The logo above the command menu has dark flames behind a heart symbol and the words Rage Form. This is similar to second form and ultimate form in that it shows the name of the form's name above the command menu. This logo actually changes to a reddish color when using the ability Wrist Charge. The heart is also filled with a light that is similar to the color of Sora's eyes while in this form. This form change has Sora diving into a ball of darkness and emerging as a shadowy version of himself. Flames are the main symbol of this form and can be seen on his pants and coat. Sora's hood has a heart similar to the one in the logo with flames around it. If you use Rage Form while you are in Sora's Kingdom Hearts 2 clothes, he actually has the same symbols he had while in anti-form. Rage Form recovers all of your health when you trigger it, so it's a nice little safety net for players. This does not recover MP though, and your items, links, magic, and shot locks are not usable while in Rage Form. Let's talk about the combat of Rage Form. Like other form changes, combos can change depending on the enemies around Sora. The ground and air combos are different, but the combo finishers stay the same regardless of if you are on the ground or in the air. Let's look at the ground combo first. I'm probably going to show this footage at half speed or even slower since Sora moves so quickly during these combo animations. The first attack has Sora twisting in the air as he swings his Keyblade down. During the end of the swing, Sora uses his other hand to scratch the enemy with a rising slash that turns into a flipping slash at the end. This can also be triggered in the air actually. The second attack has Sora flipping upside down before he swings his Keyblade over his head, spinning forward while slashing with his Keyblade. I thought this was a scratching attack at first, but you can actually differentiate between which attack is a scratch or Keyblade attack by looking at the line of darkness generated. If it is from the Keyblade, it will be one line, but if it is a scratch, it will be multiple thin lines. Anyways, let's move on to the combo finishers. The first combo finisher has Sora thrusting his Keyblade down and spinning around it, kicking out at enemies. The second combo finisher has Sora teleporting and then reappearing as he quickly slashes around himself 5 times. The third combo finisher is insane, with Sora slashing and scratching in multiple directions as he twists and turns in the air. Sora slashes upwards at the end before flipping backwards and generating a ball of darkness that has an AoE type of effect, hitting enemies near Sora. The last two combo finishers are insanely fast, and it is crazy how many flips, scratches, and attacks Sora does during them. Anyways, let's move on to the air combo. The air combo is really interesting. I never noticed this, but during the first attack, Sora throws his Keyblade up in the air before catching it and holding it backwards, similar to Ventus's wielding style. Sora scratches horizontally and then follows with a horizontal slash with his Keyblade. This happens again with another horizontal scratch and slash, but his horizontal Keyblade slash continues as Sora spins twice in the air, slashing at enemies around him. At the end of the attack, you can see Sora letting go of the Keyblade and changing back to his normal wielding style. The second attack is the same as the spinning attack during the ground combo, except that Sora scratches at enemies with his other hand during the combo in the air. The next 3 attacks are the same combo finishers as the ground combo. While in Rage Form, Sora can teleport to enemies within range. This is probably the same ability that Ultimate Form has. Blocking while in Rage Form has Sora creating a ball of darkness around himself that blocks attacks from any direction. You can see a red type of fluid appearing that follows Sora's slashing hand when he generates the barrier. If you successfully block an attack, Rage Form has a special reprisal. The counter shows Sora moving away from the attack and disappearing. He then reappears, twisting upwards before he launches his Keyblade towards enemies in a Strike Raid-esque attack. I also love how Sora just slowly twists in the air during this attack. Other things that have changed while in Rage Form are the dashing mechanic, which has Sora teleporting, the double flight animation, which has Sora curling into a ball and spinning twice while jumping, and the running animation, which is actually a little similar to the Kingdom Hearts 2 running animation, as both have Sora raising an arm behind him as he runs. On another note, while running, Sora's footsteps leave behind footprints that look like the same red fluid we see when Sora is generating his barrier. The idle animation for Rage Form also seems to be a nod towards anti-form, as during both, Sora looks to the right and then the left before jumping. Now let's talk about the finisher for Rage Form. I may be making a stretch, but this finisher makes me think of the original Trinity Limit. Both have Sora pushing the Keyblade into the ground and spinning on it as you summon an AoE type of attack. With Trinity Limit, you summon pillars of light around you and a ball of light in the middle with a magic circle forming on the ground. With the Rage Form finisher, you summon balls of darkness that shoot out dark energy around you as darkness pools on the ground. Like I said before, this could definitely be a stretch, but I thought I would mention it. The final thing I want to talk about is the special ability associated with Rage Form, Wrist Charge. This ability fills up part of your form gauge while sacrificing 50% of your HP. You can wrist charge up to 3 times, and you can keep track of how many times you have charged by the number of crystals floating around Sora. The first attack of the ground combo, as well as the last combo finisher, change after every charge. The first attack spawns a pillar of darkness for every charge you've done. So the first wrist charge will spawn 1 pillar, the second wrist charge will spawn 2 pillars, and the third wrist charge will spawn 3 pillars. The combo finisher with the first wrist charge spawns a small ball of darkness with tentacles coming out of it. The second charge has a bigger ball of darkness, as well as having more tentacles. The third wrist charge spawns an even bigger ball of darkness with more tentacles coming out of it. I have heard people saying that wrist charge increases damage dealt and taken the higher up you wrist charge, but I do not believe this is the case. I think the only damage that changes are the attack that spawns pillars of darkness and the last combo finisher. If you have proof otherwise, please let me know by linking me footage down below or on Discord or Twitter. And I believe that is it for my breakdown of Rage Form. Now I want to talk about some theories and opinions I have. I've seen a couple people talking about this form and saying it's just like Anti-Form. I don't believe that is the case though. Anti-Form was a punishment and showed Sora being taken over by darkness because of his lust for power. Rage Form though is Sora channeling the darkness to save himself. He uses darkness as his last resort to stay alive. I think Sora still having the Keyblade shows that he is not being consumed by the darkness, but rather channeling it and using its power. In Kingdom Hearts 2, Sora learns that darkness is not evil in and of itself, but rather what hides inside the darkness is what is evil. One more thing I want to talk about is a theory concerning wrist charge. Many people have probably put together that the 3 crystals that appear are most likely symbolic of Ventus, Roxas, and Xion. To further prove this point, we see at the end of the game, when the Grim Reaper Heartless is taking the hearts of Sora's friends, that the hearts look like crystals. Both the wrist charge crystals and the hearts even have similar sparkle effects. In Kingdom Hearts 3, we learn that the power of darkness can come from being alone. All 3 of the people inside Sora have experienced being alone. They have lost their bodies and their friends. Roxas felt alone, and even says in Kingdom Hearts 2 that no one would miss him if he were gone. Ventus has been alone and asleep for the past 10 years, and Xion has been forgotten by practically everyone. Maybe Risk Charge is Sora channeling their pain of feeling alone and using it to power up the darkness inside of him. What do you guys think? I think that is all I have for you guys today. I really enjoy this form a lot, and it is probably one of my favorites. My only gripes are that you can't use magic, shot locks, or items in this form. I would have loved to see some dark-based magic or a cool shot lock for this form. Anyways, if you haven't already, why not consider subscribing or sharing this with someone you think will like it. If you want to see my other breakdowns, click the card on the top left. Follow me on Twitter or join my Discord by following the links down in the description below, and I will see you in the next video.